they go!
Three-quarters and 124.4.
Diane Cross, he's great on top by 4 lengths.
Hi, and welcome to our show. I'm Steve Ross, and my partner here is Shannon DiAntonio, and this is Harness Racing's Fastest 30 Minutes. And for the next half hour, you're going to see some terrific harness racing action, and it begins right here at Harrah's Chester, the $500,000 Ben Franklin on the line.
That's right, absolutely. Ben Franklin last Sunday, $500,000, like you said. It was an interesting race. It was a scratch total truth from the rail. Steve Elliott's Artistic Fellow was sent off the 7-5 favorite. Mr. Big looms the danger first over, and Mr. Feelgood always a factor. He's winner of nearly $500,000 already this year. Here's James with the call.
Off and pacing in the Ben Franklin, and Special Report is fastest away from the center of the track with Mr. Feelgood, then Artistic Fella toward the inside. Mr. Big moves up into the 4th spot. He's 4.5 off the lead as they race into the first turn. Then it's 2.5 more to One the West, followed by Tivoli Hanover, and Sharky Osborne is the early trailer. Special Report leads by half a length, now tackled by Mr. Feelgood. These two have drawn off 2 from Artistic Fella in this early going. A length and 3/4 back to Mr. Big. The opening quarter, 26-3. They come past us for the first time, and it's Mr. Feelgood. Artistic Fella ranging up on the outside, and Artistic Fella, the 7-5 favorite, has made the lead from Mr. Feelgood. Special Report is a tracking third. Mr. Big has drawn within 4 lengths of the lead. That one's followed by One the West. Sharky Osborne shoots the gap on the bridge turn, leaving Tivoli Hanover last of the 7 as they race to the half, led by Artistic Fella. They're halfway home in 53-3. Across the bridge and onto the backstretch, it's Artistic Fella by a length and a quarter, tracked intently by Mr. Feelgood. Then Special Report hemmed in at the pylons. Mr. Big is first over and 2.5 off the lead. One the West is following that cover. Nowhere to go for Sharky Osborne, and Tivoli Hanover is third over and just 5 lengths off Artistic Fella. As they race to the far turn, Artistic Fella a length and a half. Mr. Big has moved up in a second. Mr. Feelgood is gapping the pocket. 1:20-4 for 3/4. They've got 3/16 to go on the Ben Franklin, and Artistic Fella sprints off by 2 from Mr. Big. Then Mr. Feelgood toward the inside. Special Report has 4.5 to make up, and Artistic Fella opens up by 4. It's Artistic Fella with Mr. Big in the center of the track. Mr. Feelgood toward the inside, but it's Artistic Fella in the Ben Franklin. Artistic Fella, 148!
The sport's newest double millionaire sets a lifetime mark, a new track record, and a world record in 148 flat. You know, Steve, that was the fastest mile ever paced on a 5/8.
And in the limb, he went 148-2, and it was a heck of a lot more humid. It was, so I thought the confrontation was going to be great. The 2 big guys who won the limbs, Mr. Big and Artistic Fella. But I think where Tetrick won the race was around the 5/8 because he let him go and never let Mr. Big get in the race.
That's right. Mr. Big never even headed Mr. Feelgood, never mind coming close to Artistic Fella. So Artistic Fella and Tim Tetrick score here on top. Mr. Big, the second choice at 5-2, scores with Brian Sears in second place, and Mr. Feelgood for third with Andy Miller. Now we're going to listen to Tim for a little bit of commentary on the race.
Tim Tetrick, the man has won more races than any other human being in 1 year. That's kind of impressive, is it not?
That's a big accomplishment that I accomplished last year, and it was just an amazing feat, and I was lucky that I got to do it.
Let's talk about the $500,000 Ben Franklin final, which was contested here on Sunday. And you won a world record, the fastest 5/8 of a mile ever paced by any horse on a 5/8 mile track, and you won it with Artistic Fella. Take us through the race, would you?
You know, it was a pretty amazing, day, and really the track wasn't as fast as it was the week before, so the mile that they went was really special, and my horse was just awesome. He was really on his A game, and I got away third, and I quarter-poled him to the front, and I just kept the pedal down, and my horse kept responding, kept throwing fast quarters at him, and the ending time was pretty amazing.
Can he go faster?
You know, with better conditions, it wasn't as warm as it was the week before, and the track was just kind of dead all day. The fastest mile was a 48 mile, but the others were kind of sporadic. So who knows how fast they could go in the right conditions.
Is this a dream? Someone need to pinch you?
Well, it's been going on for about 3 years now, and I just hope that no one pinches me. I just want it to keep going. Yeah, I'm very proud of everybody today involved. The horse did an unbelievable job, Timmy and Steve, and all associated with Elliott's Barn. I can't thank them enough, and You know, I'm like trembling right now.
Let's head out to beautiful Pocono Downs now for their $250,000 final of the James M. Lynch Memorial Pace for 3-year-old filly pacers. Native Bride was sent postward as the overwhelming 1-5 favorite on the strength of an LM win the week before over Ideal Newton and Ron Pierce, who went off as second choice at 7-2. Respectable was Yannick Gingras with 6-1. Let's watch.
Underway. First to show down on the inside there, it's Ideal Newton. Coming up on the outside into second there is Lightning Glory. Also moving out there, Gentle Art is going to take the early lead. Lightning Glory caught between second with Ideal Newton third. Native Bride gets away fourth, followed by Respectable fifth. In line six there, Rusty again. Two more to Fiddle Rose seventh. Further back to Loving Caroline in the trailer is Rusty again. They're at the quarter in 26-4. The lead belongs to Lightning Glory. Here comes Native Bride, the 1-5 favorite, 4 in a row, 8 for 9 lifetime, and Joe Pavia Jr. takes over the lead here past 3/8. Lightning Glory back to second with Dubé. Ideal Newton in line third, and comes Respectable with Gingras fourth. In line two, Gentle Artist fifth. Moving on the outside up in sixth there, Loving Caroline. Following that cover is Sand Pleasure seventh, then Rusty again, and Fiddle Rose the half reach in 54-3, 27-4. That second panel, an unforgiving pace set by Native Bride, who now leads by a length and a half. Here comes first over Respectable, moving up 3/4 of a length back there in second. Lightning Glory getting the trip there third. Second over in fourth, Loving Caroline. Down on the rail fifth, Ideal Newton will need room. Further back to Gentle Artist and Rusty again, 3/4 in 1:22. That panel is 27-2. It's still Native Bride on the front end. Outside, it's Respectable and Gingras almost pulling even here. Further back to Lightning Glory third. At the top of the stretch, Native Bride trying to get home. Respectable on the outside taking over the lead. Lightning Glory shoots off the rail. Ideal Newton is shooting through on the passing lane with a head of steam, and Ideal Newton gonna get up in time.
Well, those who bet Native Bride at 1-5 were certainly disappointed. It was an interesting race. Pierce came up the rail, and it looked like Respectable with Yannick Gingras on the outside in the lane had the 1-5 shot beaten, and I'm not sure he ever even saw Ron Pierce and Ideal Newton on the rail, who finished really strong, closed like a crazy horse inside.
Yeah, absolutely. And even Ron Pierce after the fact had said he admits to having overdriven her a little bit, maybe in her 2 prior starts, so he said he wanted to take the shortest way around the track, and certainly she had plenty of pace in the stretch. And
I'd like to know if Gingras ever saw him in the stretch, saw Pierce in the stretch. Let's find out. Here's Yannick Gingras. I have to ask you, did you see Pierce and Ideal Newton up the rail?
Yeah, I see him coming, and I knew he was going to be coming too. My filly the week before, she cleared the lead, and then in front of Daniel Dubé, Lightning Glory, and then she kind of hesitated, you know. And so I coming from home, like I try to open up as much as I could. Those are green fillies. No, they only have 4 or 5 lifetime starts, and she just didn't know what to do when she opened up a couple lengths on the field. She just kind of waited a little bit to see what was happening, and we got cut on the inside.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll have a great feature on one of the top drivers around, Tony Morgan, right after these words. Don't go away.
Harrah's Chester Casino is the place where fun meets fabulous. The action starts with over 2,700 of the hottest slots. We've got all your favorites, including hundreds of video poker machines. Enjoy fabulous restaurants and bars, like End Zone Sports Bar, where you can get into the mix with dining and music all night long. Then go all out with great shopping at Bijou Turner, where luxury is always under $15. Plus, enjoy all the benefits of Total Rewards, the nation's best casino loyalty program. Good at nearly 40 casinos coast to coast. You can get to playtime in no time, just off I-95 at Exit 8, minutes south of the Philadelphia airport. And there's always free parking in our convenient attached garage. It's Harrah's Chester Casino, where fun meets fabulous.
One breeder has had more winners than any other. One breeder has produced the most world champions. One breeder has held the record for earnings since records have been kept. One breeder has dominated the industry with the top stallions, the best broodmares, and the most sought-after yearlings. Hanover Shoe Farms, the greatest name in harness racing.